Today we're going to talk about bear bags and bear canisters. So obviously there's a few differences between the bear bag and the bear canister. So where might you need to use a bear canister? So right off the bat, if where you're hiking tells you that you need to use a bear canister or some other bear-proof device, definitely use it. We're not going to try to talk you out of that. You have to use this. It is good for the bears, obviously, and it's good for our interaction with bears to keep us safe. I think they have easy access to food. So definitely use a bear canister where required. But most places where there's not a lot of bear activity, bear bag is completely fine. It's recommended. You definitely want to hang your food if possible. I know some people feel differently about that. I hike in a lot of areas where honestly rodents are more of a problem than bear, and getting my food off the ground and hanging it properly keeps away from those rodents and keeps my food safe from someone else or something eating it, not necessarily a bear. So a couple of stats about these two things. This does weigh over 2.5 pounds to use this bear vault here, the bear canister. This thing only weighs about 1.5 ounces, so you could fit like 20, I wrote it down, you could fit 28 of these in here. But here's one more tip that I didn't think about until a thru hiker actually told me about this. And what he did was he carried his food in a food bag like this for most of his trip. But then in certain sections he did have to carry the bear canister. And his pack, he didn't have enough room to really put this inside of his pack. And so what he was doing is when he was hiking, he was keep his food in here in the food bag, and he was strapping the bear canister to the top of his pack. And I've seen pictures, people are strapping this to the outside of the pack up on top. But the problem is, you put all the food in there, it gets even heavier with the food in it. So what this guy was doing was putting the food in his bag, inside his backpack, this strapped on top. This only weighs an extra 1.5 ounces, and that really solved a serious problem for him with weight distribution in his pack. So, even though you're using a bear canister, this may not be a bad idea for certain situations. If you're doing a longer hike, we've got to use both. You can use this inside your pack and put this on top of your pack if you're not going to put it inside. So a couple of tips for you. Hope that helps you out thinking about which way to go. I would suggest have both. I have both. I use a bear canister sometimes and I use a food bag. I'm probably going to start doing the method where I put my food inside the bag, inside my pack, and just put this right on top and strap it down instead of trying to fight this thing inside. My packs are only like 35 and 40 liters. Doesn't fit real great, so I'm going to take that tip myself. So hopefully you learned something, and we'll talk to you next time.